Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another Nexus Gaming Series matchup tonight. Featuring Cream Team against Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop. S squared, if you will. We are heading to Infernal Shrines. Map bans for the blue team, though. The Cream Team, Cursed and Sky Temple. Meanwhile, red team banning Infernal and Volskaya. Just waiting on the lobby to come up here. We'll get going. I'm gonna run to the bathroom quick. I will be back in just a moment before the game starts here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got everybody all in here. I had to run to the bathroom for a moment. Thank you. Oh, I just ran a bunch of stairs. I'm so tired. Alright. I still have my music playing. We're all discombobulated here. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Who's that? Red Snake 891. Appreciate that. Thank you all for supporting HOTS in 2026. So we have got some interesting names in this game. Funny enough, these are, I think, the only, well, how do I say this? It is disco time. It's party time. I think this is the only matchup in NGS where two people are named essentially the same as what the team name is. You have Creamy Cowboy in the Cream Team, and Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop, obviously, with Sugarman. And we see two very early mage bands. Rather surprising. I mean, it is Infernal. They are good on a point, but... you know, it's not a Joe, it's not a Diablo, it's not a Hogger, it's not a Blaze. See Valo band as well. Known Valo player Pato is there on the side of the red team. That is why you're going to see that band likely all night. And we're going to see the Anduin band as well. First pick here, I still really like Blaze. I really like Hogger. I think Dahaka, I think that's your number one here. But I've been surprised before. Yeah, there's the Dahaka. K-Chisel snagging that global up. And all reliable here, we have the Varian Stukov trying to say, don't go Joe. Joe's a bad idea. But what an early Stukov does certainly opens up the door for a lot of CC chains. We see just a strong macro-orientated team here. Rhaegar obviously good on camps. Hanzo not terrible either. Hanzo doesn't do great in Devarian as a Stitches' band. And honestly, I'm not a huge... like, I love Hanzo. I will play Hanzo any day of the week. I don't particularly like him on this map. Unless they're going for some sort of Leo Entomb Dragon Strike type of deal, but I think the arrow could be just as impactful. If not more often than not, more impactful. 30 streak, holy smokes. You're crazy. Have I not done this yet? Hey, there we go. We see Orphea and Tychus, so maybe both teams trying to play for the Leo. Deathwing still on the board. Johanna up as well. We're going to see Chromie and Joe Mama. Alright. Very solid, very meta team here from the Cream Team. Rounding out the draft, though, for Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop. Let's see what they decide to go with here. They need an offlaner. Still Blaze available, still Hogger. I think Blaze is probably best available here. Or Leo. It's Blaze or Leo. Honestly, I'd be fine with either. And there we see Sonya instead. Your first one ever, your first VIP. I mean, I probably should have done that a long time ago. But for whatever reason, the 30 stream streak made me think of it. So, thanks for being awesome. We have a Sonya, we have 10 heroes. We're on Infernal Shrines. This is game one of a best of 3 tonight between the Cream Team and Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop. Let's get into the action, shall we? Good portrait synergy across the board. E-Bagatron daring to be a little different. Let's introduce our teams tonight. It is Cream Team in blue, the home team. We have Creamy Cowboy on the Johanna, K-Shizzle playing Dahaka, Mama's Meat on Chromie, E-Bagatron on that Hanzo, and Ruben Ripper with the Rhaegar. I remember the name. And on the right side in red, some of my old teammates, my old friends. It is Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop. Quad S, the S team, red team. I'll probably call them by their names. We have Cranky Rhino on Stukov, Pato playing Tychus, Dr. J and Orphea Night on the Varian, And in the top lane, we have Sugarman on Sonya. Not, please lose. Not pulling for you. Chromie already doing a lot of damage here to the wall. I mean, kind of an insane strategy, but really hard to get punished this early. We have Chromie going Qs. Press the advantage, Tychus. So trying to follow up more quickly. Oh, Dr. J is really caught up. Dr. J is dead. Dr. J is very dead. There he goes, and that's first blood over to the side of a cream team here 1 minute into this game. And with that advantage, the cream team is going to start this bottom camp immediately. Rhaegar, Hanzo, already knocking it out. It is W build, almost said Falstad. W build Hanzo. As the red team is going to have some chores to do in the bottom lane. Already nearly a full wave down, and we might have a solo kill in the top lane here. We do. K-Shizzle with a great tongue on the Sonya. Gonna full back here. And then deciding not to. How much essence? Not a lot of essence. 2 essence. So a great start here in the early stages of the game. Cream team already up 2-0 in the kill category. But Varian will not be a tall minion much longer. Gonna have those level 4s just around the corner. And the blow-up potential for the rest of this team is going to be good. Nice time trap there onto the Varian. Not quite 4 yet. Still just tall minion. Pato shooting a dog in the face. Just like Christy Gnome. I'm also not proud of that reference. And camps have been called. Red team going to start theirs a little bit ahead of the cream team here. Varian wants to taunt that Chromie so bad. Oh man, he wants to taunt that Chromie so bad, but there's nobody here. Tychus gonna have to be stuck bottom clearing here for a bit. Oh, Sugarman maybe getting revenge here in the top lane. Not quite. Almost getting the kill there. Well done by the Sonya, getting a little bit of revenge. Red team now catching up in soak just a little bit. Still down 2 kills, but nothing terrible there. They're looking for that Hanzo. And both teams now. Nice time trap. Slowly working their way towards the objective. They finally got the Hanzo. They were so patient. But he does get out. 200 HP. Beautiful scoop there. They are not subdue, or that might have been sub-done. Mama's Meat getting run down by the Sonya. Sugar and his soggy sandwiches doing their best. But the blue team does have this camp pushing in the top lane. It's going to get cleared out relatively quick. But more importantly, they're going to have their level 7s. Nice taunt there from the Varian. And the Q connecting from the Varian. And now, even down level 7s here, the sandwich shop getting a little bit of momentum. They get their first kill. Dr. J looking for more. 33-3 in minions that Haka and Sonya peel off to go do chores. Top camp finally ends up clearing itself for Sugarman. They look for a taunt and find the Rhaegar. Do they have enough damage to be able to finish him off? Paddle looking for some bullets. Alright, here we go. Time they don't jump over the wall anymore, so time trap did nothing. But I understand the muscle memory there. It is a frozen Punisher, so you're gonna get the wall. You're gonna probably get both towers, but you're not might not get, excuse me, much more than that. Actually, Creamy Cowboy barely getting out there alive. Taunt is available, but Dr. J does not have a lot of health to play with, nor mana to boot. So after a rocky start for Sugarman's team, oh boy, Sonya. Okay. Their team gets quite even in both XP and structure damage. Got a dodge a tongue. Didn't quite have it up again. Both teams doing their chores. Blue team's camp is pushing mid while they clear bottom here. Hanzo and Chromie. Not incredible wave clear, but all of them together are not the bottom tier, so they're pretty okay. Let's see if the red team tries to look for a pick here. I wish they were a little bit more aggressive with the Varian. They do have the pretend Varian. They do have Taunt. They have the Stukov. They have the damage to really kill anybody if they catch him out. And if Rhaegar doesn't have Cleanse, it's going to be really tough. But now, okay, pretend. Here we go. They're looking for the Hanzo. And wow, what a beautiful time trap there by the Chromie. And now the slowing sands have come out. Really, really well done there by... I'm going to say this name out loud again. Mama's Meat. But that was a beautiful time trap. That absolutely saved the Hanzo there. Completely negating all the follow-up damage that was coming. And now with our level 10s, we already saw the slowing sands. But for the rest of the Cream team, we have Shield, Ancestral, Dragon, Arrow, and Isolation there. Like all those choices. For the blue team, I'm less excited about them. But we do have Drill. We do have Massive Shove, Leap, the Eternal Feast, and Shield Wall. Really like not having the Drill here over Odin. I think Odin's just such a strong ultimate to have. And I know you're going Combat Tactician, but Odin on this objective, especially level 20, can just be a win condition. Especially when you're going to get zoned out by the Chromie level 10 and 20 here with those slowing sands. But I like to be proven wrong, and I hope that's the case here for their sake. Orfeo with her tremendous wave clear. Going to be doing this eventually. And now let's see here on this rotation. Creamy Cowboy checking. They just taunt the Dahaka here. Beautiful shield, and here's an arrow connecting to all 5 members of Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop, and it is Carnage. Wait, it's not Carnage. Everything's fine. Never mind, they're completely fine. They're actually turning the fight. Dahaka's the first to fall as Dr. J continues to rain down bullets. My goodness gracious. Red team is a sliver away from losing multiple members in what looked to be a horrendous fight. Miraculously turns out in favor of the red team. Night Knight now with Taunt. Goes in on the Chromie. The blind is going to be there, but it didn't hit Pado. The slowing sands is going to be a nuisance here. While the red team starts to clear. It's 11-7, but beautiful tongue there by K-Shizzle, and down goes Sonya. Everybody playing in the sands, and a good condemn there from Johanna is going to make it hard for the DPS to play. K-Shizzle potentially looking for another tongue, but Varian getting low and is not going to have much help left. Varian will fall. It's a 3-on-4 here. Or excuse me, 3-on-5. Taka was able to dig back after that death. This is Mama's Meat. Puts a forward trap, and it looks like red team's going to have to concede this objective. Pretty chaotic team fight there. An arrow that looked like it was just going to be nearly GG for that middle fort ends up somehow being a Dahaka kill. I see no Diva, so I assume she was banned in draft. Not quite. So Night Knight's going to have to take this jump. Don't really want it onto your DPS here. Should get cleaned out rather quickly. I almost want to see Drill dropped here just to help clean this out. You're not really going to be using Drill much else here for a while. But Creamy Cowboy getting a shield, slowing sands behind. But do we see a taunt? Not quite. Arrow connecting to the backline yet again. The Punisher providing so much damage. And the Chromie W able to finish them off. The engage was just good enough. And again, a great arrow from the Hanzo. Former heroic player, now playing in Div D. Look at the Chromie damage. Holy. I really wish they would just leap this man. This is so illegal. He's being so greedy. Nice tongue by Dahaka. But he doesn't have a whole lot to play with here. Tyka's coming top. Pew 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 pew. Isolation lands onto the Tychus. K-Shizzle trying to get this kill here, but it's a nice leap from Sugarman. Going to be able to peel off the Dahaka, and Paddle will live to see another day. No forts have been lost yet, but one of them is certainly battered and bruised. And every ult is used on this 3-on-3. I guess minus the drill. But big ults to lose. Both Ancestral and Shield having to be used. I know they're down a level or two here, but they're same talent here. I'd like to see them look for some sort of... Oh my god. What an arrow. Taunt, though, onto the Rhaegar, and this time no Ancestral available, so it is a 1-for-1, despite the incredible Hanzo arrow. They're looking for the Dahaka, potentially? Not gonna find him this time. Instead, red team is gonna do this camp. Do they get to do this? Hanzo's gonna face check this. Hello! And we have our first teachable moment. Oh, I mean, playing in the sands is gonna be tough, and K-Shizzle kind of just 1v1s the Orphe in the backlines. Johanna's gonna get the credit for it, but that was mostly the Haka. Now Mama's Meat trying to run away. Red team does cap the camp, but this Dahaka in the backline is a problem, and he's going to remain a problem as he continues to get, which will be his third tongue here. Oh, he missed! I'm surprised he missed. I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, nice taunt. Does he save the Sonya with that? Alright, well played there by Night Knight. Yeah, nearly 2 solo kills for the Dahaka in that team fight. Just playing around this top bush. Able to get the Orphea first. And then the Stukov. With nothing but sit there and be sad. Big wave here in the bottom lane. Like to see Chromie clear this out before starting this objective. But 10-4 in kills in favor of the Cream team. Looks like red team's going to be very content just taking this bruiser camp in the top lane. Because there is not much they can do for this next objective. But they will have to hustle down here, as this Mortar Punisher has been capped. Blue team starts the easy siege camp, excuse me. That'll be pushing mid as well. Let's see how this fight plays out. The jump onto Varian immediately. Surprised we didn't see a shield, but the Slowing Sands is out. I'm not sure if it's going to be the level 20 yet or not. And no, we are going to see just Pierce. Which I think is best case scenario for the red team. But what is not best case scenario is a beautiful shield combo into an arrow. And that is a 5-4 for nothing, I can count. In favor of the Green team there. These continued engages with the scoop, the shield, and the Hanzo arrow to follow have been devastating to deal with, especially into a healer that doesn't have a cleanse and cannot really support the team. And Sonya cannot get leapt here by this Punisher, or she will just die as well. Dahaka is top, trying to get level 20s. Trying to take down that fort. Punisher. Oh my god, I mean, Sugar just YOLOs it, and that should be the game. The core damage isn't great. Honestly, blue team's core damage, like, they could get a little bit here, but it's really not good. They're going to have shield up in 4, but I like this decision to back away. The team fight is great. The Chromie damage is good. You know, Hanzo has plenty of CC, but what they lack, or what they have, rather, in just sheer power and damage to heroes, they certainly lack in Siege. So they're going to be level 20s here. It's 15-4 in kills. Red team able to come back a little bit there in the mid-game, but post 10, it has been all cream. They look for the Dahaka. There's an arrow. Oh no, it's a disaster again. It lands on 3 people. There's the shield. They're in the sands and they're dead. The Hanzo arrow continuing to be an absolute game changer here. And now the dig into the bottom lane. They're looking for Sugar. She's going to have to leap out here. Doesn't leap out in time. The stuns are good. Oh, the Sonic arrow. Jesus. Oh, yeah. I mean, the Hanzo play was clean. You know, what can you say? There's really not much to say about that. Cream Team is going to take game 1 here as the Dahaka is playing KDA. GG's come out. Cream Team wins game 1. Johanna keeping her flawless intact, while the rest of the team ints ferociously on cooldown. So, leading the way damage there. I mean, Chromie Hanzo the 1-2. Dahaka the next, and then followed by the DPS of Sugar's team. Soak going to Dahaka with that global. There's your talents as well if you'd like to see. Alright. So, we're going to go to a game 2. We'll get Cream Team their hard-earned point on the board. Alright. I guess not. Let's see here if I can see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So yeah, Megatron. I don't know how a team with a former heroic player gets placed in Div D, but here we are. I think they should even it out. I think Sugarman should allow me to play if they want. Let's even up this game a bit. I thought he was healing too for a while, but I could be wrong. Dum dum. No, I wasn't joking about that. He was on, you and I played together against him. When we were blue in the beta males, he was on Boomer Gaming. Like, we scrimmed them all the time. And then they kind of all split off, and iFeed, I think, has a different team now, and Megatron's been on this team for 2 seasons, but I thought he healed last season. Alright, looks like we got the all ready here from both these teams. Oh, we're going to Tomb, by the way. I did not update my thing. Tomb of the Spider Queen. I don't know who this was picked by. You know how much I have to drink in order to muster up the will to play. That's fair. After last night, kind of me too. Red team is picking, so this was picked by blue team. And this was won by blue team. Okay. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's see what they're gonna ban first here. Looks like the Vala. Yeah, makes sense again. With the Pato in play, the Varian gets banned. I want chocolate. I want like a whole Hershey bar. I wish I had one. Not one of like the little ones either, like the oversized ones for like fat sons of bitches like me. That's what I want. We see Garrosh banned here. Must be a target ban of some sort. And we see the Varian banned. Varian, several nice engages that last game, leading to the kills they were able to get. People being out of position. Or face checking bushes. And then we see Anduin banned. So, what's available? I mean, Johanna is just kind of nuts on this map. I think if you're not taking Joe here, it's kind of troll. But like, you could take Junkrat too. You could take Blaze, honestly. Be surprised if it's different from one of those three. I guess it could just be Chromie again too. They have a lot of pretty solid options here. Okay, they take Hogger. Night taking a Tassadar. And Dr. J on Blaze. Now, Dr. J, I believe, is their tank player. So I think that is a main tank Blaze angle. But I think if you're Cream Team, if you're just Joe Chromie here, you're feeling pretty happy with yourself. Okay, yeah, Rhaegar Junkrat. So they want the Rhaegar for the camp clear. Ancestral obviously having so much value, as showed in the last game. And then Junkrat just being an absolute dick on this map. Well, any map, to be fair. I guess it's not map specific, but he is a nuisance. Last ban for the sandwich shop. They're still afraid of the stitches. So that'll be banned. And no Tychus. So a lot of target bans here from the side of Cream Team. I guess both teams, truly. But what does that leave available? I kind of like how like Tyrael looks here so far. They want an auto attacker. I think Syl is a strong pick too. Okay, they're gonna play Zul'jin, and Johanna's still available. I mean, this is a snap pick on a Johanna here from Creamy Cowboy, and then it could just be Hanzo again. Truly, Joe Chromie or Joe Hanzo. Like, what's it gonna be? Wow, I'm really surprised to see that. Okay, there's a Tyrael. So we have a Li Ming, we have a Junkrat. Kind of double mage here. Junkrat, absolute dick. I mean, am I wrong? please describe to me where the lie is. Alright, game 2 here. We have a Li Ming, which is very exciting for me. I love seeing the Li Ming. I love Pato Zul'jin. Looking forward to this matchup here in game 2 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's get into it. From left to right, our home team up 1-0. It is the Cream Team. Mama's Meat on Junkrat, Creamy Cowboy playing Diablo, K-Shizzle on Hogger, Ebagatron on the Li Ming, and bringing up the rear is Ruben Ripper. I liked, he's on Rhaegar. I liked how they came out one at a time. That was very nice. I appreciate that. Nope, got it in one. And from right to left, it is Sugarman, Soggy, Sandwich Shop. Sugarman on Tyrael, Dr. J on a main tank Blaze, Pato on a Zul'jin, Cranky Rhino on the Old Man, and in the bottom lane we have Night Knight on a Tassadar. We have the Old Man on the Old Man. Always love seeing Cranky still playing. Junkrat getting the boops away. Creamy Cowboy getting low, but not low enough to fall. As a huge Li Ming orb connects to the face of the troll. Tassadar going to be stacking his quest in the bottom lane. I think I really like this, actually, this rotation. He's got to be careful not to get ganked, but like he can kind of just walk up and touch him. Speaking of ganks in the top lane. Sugarman going in. Dr. J missing the Blaze stun, which is kind of the folly of Blaze, where if you miss the stun, you kind of just die if you don't have an out. Boop. No team doing their camp yet. They're about 45 seconds late now. Tassadar went to help clear mid. It's each team continuing to brawl it out mid. Gotta be careful of the boop. This time they do catch Dr. J and Sugar. Good damage from the Li Ming. Pato continuing to stack. Sugar might die here. Oh, beautiful combo in the backline by the Li Ming with those resets. Catching the Zul'jin sleeping a little bit there. So we check back in at our Tassadar stacking in the bottom lane. With level 4s, this fight becomes relatively free. I mean, it's not free, but neither hero is really going to lose much health. Li Ming and Hogger start this bottom camp. Seeing if they're going to come fight for this. This could be interesting. Li Ming's looking to potentially stop the engage, but Tassadar walking onto it immediately. Li Ming almost getting a kill here. Night Knight trying to get the camp. They are going to be able to steal it. In case Shizzle is still quite low. But a couple Qs will fix that issue. Junkrat stuck doing chores mid, while the rest of the red team rotates back mid. This camp never even got out of its spawn before it was cleared, but sometimes it's a mental victories that matter. They were able to steal the camp, invade, as Night Knight takes a huge chunk of his health from the Li Ming combo in the bush. 8 globes already on the Tyrael. We are hungry for power on Li Ming. So with that globe, going to be doing a little bit more damage, and by a little bit, I mean 10% more damage from all abilities. Tassadar continuing to do what he does best, which is soak bottom. Going to be dropping a couple of the gems, though, unfortunately, but that's not all bad. Stun misses onto the Diablo, but is it going to matter? Now here comes the counter engage. Junkrat booping the rest of the red team away. Sugar getting low. He's going to try to escape. Dr. J providing a little bit of oil. And it do be slippy. I think they're still looking to try to engage onto the Tyrael. Pato getting low, though. It's a good stun from Dr. J, but he gets booped by the Junkrat immediately. Pato can't quite get into this fight. It's really awkward for him because Li Ming is zoning him out. 6 stacks on the Zul'jin. He did go Recklessness. Diablo only 30 away on Souls. Tassadar a full minute away from completing his level 1 quest. Junkrat's got a long way to go on his as well. Both teams, just this moment, got their turn ends. Blue team 18 ahead with the actual turn. And red team catching up in XP a little bit. Going to be level 7s here at roughly the same point. And there we go. Go. There. We have a lot of gems from the Deckard. It's Sapphire, it's Ruby. Are we going to see an Emerald? I'm curious. Megatron getting scared off by a Tyrael there, but really not much Tyrael can do yet. Tassadar. This is comical. They're just not really trading much. Blaze, though, does get caught out. Gonna have to get that stun in place. And Dr. J able to escape. Pato getting some stacks in. Presses the suicide button as K-Shizzle looks. Provides some damage, not going to find it. We do have a Calamity Li Ming, so the right build is activated for the Li Ming. 17 globes from material 5 minutes in is quite impressive. Make it 18. He is legal now. Only 8 stacks from the Zul'jin. He's getting there, though. It's slowly but surely. And it's been very much a stalemate here. Each team trying to slowly get their turn in. Blue team is slightly ahead in that front. Dr. J does get rooted from that Junkrat as the Junkrat boops material away. E-Bag gonna get his gems in? No, Cranky Randall with a nice stall there on that E. But now the old man is out of position and Decker, or Diablo, is sitting there trying to run him down. Looks like Cranky's gonna be able to get out. Doesn't have that flip available. And the red team getting a turn in bot lane. Gonna get the first Web Weavers going in the left direction. Most of the team for red is out of mana. Meanwhile, blue team gonna get level 10s first. Gonna get their ultimates first. But big stun there from the Blaze and a beautiful E-root over the top. Rhaegar goes down, but a counter kill here and now resets. Li Ming getting the Tassadar. The first time he's been in the mid lane and he falls almost immediately. And now the red team here will be pushing in the top lane. 44 stacks on the Junkrat. Let's take a look at our level 10s from the blue team. It is APOC, Ancestral, Wave of Force, Riptire, and I would be surprised if it's anything other than Shockwave with that build, but you never know. Dr. J coming in, missing a stun. And because of that missed stun, they get their level 10s. It's Stay a While and Listen, Tez, Dingo, Bunker, Judgment, and Archon from Tassadar. Stun this time connecting. We do see an immediate Ancestral from Rhaegar. Bunker being used. Pato, 18 stacks. Getting close to completing that quest. He's caught out a little bit. Gonna have to pop Tazdingo, but it won't in time. And now it's a disaster. Beautiful Riptire and Shockwave in the backline. Red team's gonna lose a lot of gems here. The old man running. But it won't matter. Sugar gonna get out with 21 gems. Boss has been called. Goss has been subbed. Thank you very much for the 3 months, Gossamer. And it was a 5-on-4 here in the top lane. Tassadar playing off-lane Tassadar, much like I did yesterday with Tychus, and it's going about as well for them as it did for me. Not great. K-Shizzle are going to get 20 gems in here. They're going to get boss. They're going to get this turn in. And the fort and keep are now in danger for the side of Sugar's Soggy Sandwich Shop. Cream Team playing very well with the combos that they have. Now 6-1 in kills. They have a boss pushing here. And it looks like Tassadar is going to run it down. No, looks like now finally he's going to go back. Blue Web Weavers are descending. It's Junkrat Trap. Nice stun there. Ruben Ripper getting low, 20 seconds away from having his Ancestral back. But Night Knight just kind of 1v9ing in the backline with his Archon. The front line pumping as well. Pato almost getting stunned by the boss, but Diablo will fall and so will the souls. Ruben Ripper comes in, grabs the gems. Big stun in the backline by Dr. J. Both DPS hit by that. But it's not going to amount to any more kills. Instead, it's going to amount to a full clear in the top lane. Boss and Objective not getting anything. Tyrael going to be able to save mid as well. And if they hurry, they may be able to even save bottom fort. So, despite losing a lot of gems in the earlier fight, red team coming back, getting a kill, and more importantly, saving all of the structures here after another turn-in. So, blue team now only has, what? Oh, they have more gems. They have far more gems than I thought. That was their first turn-in. In my head, it was their second. That was only the first turn-in for the blue team. Red team, 10 away. They're going to do their hard camp and give this next objective, it looks like. Not like they have much say. They are a talent tier down, so kind of expected. You want Axe? We have 22 stacks on you want Axe. Blaze kind of caught out here. Think he's going to be able to get away. Does he have tap available? Now for 34. Here we have an APOC combo on the Tyrael, but he is able to scoot out of there. Beautiful spin from the Hogger. Pato pressing the suicide button and almost dying to it, but we'll live to see another day. Taz Dingo still available, so is Judgment. I don't think I've seen the Judgment just yet. Dr. Dre probably going to be going in and using Bunker here. Stun in the back line onto the Diablo, who does not have souls. 34 souls right now, gets the Ancestral. And a Bunker's going to save 2 people, but the Riptire now helping kill the Blaze. And again, we don't see the Taz Dingo button push. Just a little bit slow. Not expecting the burst damage here from the blue team. Night is caught between a rock and a very hard Diablo. I mean, a rock in a hard place. I don't know if he's hard or not. And after such a strong defense, Cranky Rhino cannot stay there. Diablo can just kind of go in if he wants to. After a very solid defense on that first objective here, the wheels have kind of come off, and now Sugar getting stunned by this Diablo, and there's just too much damage to deal with here, especially with a Deckard. Really hard to save anybody. Nice shockwave lands on the Zul'jin. And it looks like the ceasing here will stop. Meanwhile, it's Oops All Forts. Cream team taking all of them off the map. Red team retreating behind their keep walls, double globe value. And blue team soon to be... Excuse me. Soon to be level 16s here. I wonder if they're there. Blue team's going to be able to go do their bottom camp, where they have a potion if they need it. Go do their hards, and likely get another turn in here. And it's going to be really tough for the red team now to both get a turn and get 16s before they're going to have to either take another team fight or deal with another round of web weavers from the blue. Is spread volley one of my favorite talents here. And net from Zul'jin. Almost completing his level 1, their early quest. 28 stacks. I can't tell if they're quite looking. Nice blocking field onto the Diablo. Who's in here with who? And the Junkrat boops everybody away. Zul'jin completing the camp now. Or excuse me, the quest to level 1. But it's a 2-man shockwave. Let's see if the damage is there in time. This time the Unkillable comes out. Ancestral has to go onto the Li Ming. Everybody needs to get into the bunker, as Zul'jin does immediately. He's going to come out at 30 HP in a dream. He has to heal up in the backline. Sugar trying to do everything he can to keep everybody alive. The Li Ming combo hits onto the Tassadar, and the Hogger damage finishes him off. Now, beautiful totem there from the Rhaegar. Slowing the Zul'jin beyond belief. Doesn't have that level 4 to stop the roots and slows. Oh, excuse me, he does. He has the Voodoo Shuffle. Just didn't hit the button fast enough. And with that totem, able to finish him off. Now Dr. J kind of caught on an island. Able to get out, maybe. Beautiful totem again there from Ruben Ripper. Really setting up the CC here of the blue team. Both the Li Ming and the Junkrat and the Diablo and the Hogger. All love when people are standing still. Caught out is Dr. J, and there's the combo from the Li Ming. Not much you can do there. Sugar gonna fall as well. Nice spin. Yep. Diablo catching the Tyrael as well. And let's see if they are going to try to end or not. Creamy Cowboy continuing to push forward. The Shockwave connecting again. He's trying to run away. Nice bonk stick there from the Deckard Cain, actually. Evagatron doesn't have a lot of mana left. Is going to get a heal from the Rhaegar, but... oh, weird. We have a Cannoneer. Cream Team ripping the enemy bruiser camp right in front of their faces, because there's not much they can do about it. They are the same talent here now, though. With 16s comes another chance to potentially get back into the fight. However, blue team here, K-Shizzle, Mama's Meat, Cream, and Ruben are going to be able to get this turn in here, and with that, the clutches are filled. They try to hard engage onto the Junkrat. It's a nice nice route from the Zul'jin, but in the backline is K-Shizzle, and he's causing all kinds of chaos. Here comes the spread volley over the top, and down goes Zul'jin yet again. Li Ming almost finishing off the Tassadar. The spread volley, such a nice angle there from the Junkrat. Able to really zone the whole team out, stop them from trying to escape. And now, with several web weavers descending onto the core, I don't know if Sugar's sandwich shop is going to be able to hold on to any of their buildings, much less their core. Spider is pushing into the bottom lane with this Hogger in a very healthy minion wave. They try to go in onto the Diablo. Dr. J not going to have anything available. It's a huge 3-man shockwave yet again from the Hogger, spinning through all of them. But only the Blaze will fall. But I don't think it's going to matter how many kills they get here. It's going to be really hard to defend this core now, falling at 86%. Zul'jin and Tassadar are up. Here comes Cranky Rhino, not quite catching anybody with a stale while listen. Sugar doing their best to clear out the bottom lane. Level 20s are online. The totem slows Sugar, but not enough damage there is to accompany it. Night Knight trying to get out of dodge, and I think he's going to be able to, but I mean, the fight rages on. The blue team's just not hitting the core, and I'm not sure why. They can't just hit the core. I guess they're playing KDA. Li Ming going to get 1 kill. Will they get more? The answer is likely yes. Yeah, Li Ming going to pop. I mean, we're hitting the core, right, team? Okay. 19-3 in kills. A very dominant showing. Cream Team's going to take this match 2-0 over Sugar's Sandwich Shop. Congratulations goes to the Cream Team. Very dominant showing from Cream Team there tonight. Let's see where they are in the standings. They are in the middle of the pack, actually. This is number 5 and number 6. They've both played 4 matches. So both teams very close. With a rogue player 1-2. I mean, to be fair, they haven't. They're in the middle of the pack, so, you know. Div D is pretty wild right now. There are some teams, like you're either at the top or the bottom in Div D. Like there's 1 1 2 4, then you go 10, 11 11 12 13 13 15. Like it's a very competitive division, to be fair. Let's take a look at our stats here before I get to yapping. Leading away in the damage, Li Ming 9-0. Yep. Zul'jin had a rough go, but did lead away in damage. Did complete that level 1 quest as well, thanks to Recklessness. Leading away in 60k damage. Tassadar, the offlaner, if you will, for the side of the red team, and Hogger. Really nice spins and shockwaves throughout that entire game. Very solid game from them as well. Healing numbers. The Ancestrals certainly boosting that 80k damage. Take a look at the talents here as well. All right. So there it is. Let's get them another point on the board. They've earned it, damn it. All right. I'm going to call it there. I will catch the Cream Team next time around. But big congratulations to them. Very dominant performance. 2-0 over Sugarman's Soggy Sandwich Shop. Till next time, we will see you all in the Nexus. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to the sub goss. Thanks for the raid, Raka. And the follow as well by Red Snake. Hope everybody has a good night. Be good to each other. We'll see you next time.